working on the slide for a term used in an interesting way. I will find an interesting term, define the term, quote the line, and explain the word's impact on the line and the overall poem. Well, there aren't any super big words that I need to look up in this poem, so I settled on this word hive. So I think I will look it up. First, I'm going to add it here, and then I will look it up. Oh, notice how my designer automatically populated some interesting images. I can't wait to see what that produces. Sometimes just by typing something into your text, it will come up with pictures on its own so you don't have to look them up. All right, so let's look up hive, meaning maybe. There we go. So, I want to use something that I can easily create a works cited for because I have to. So let me check out these meanings. So we have a container for housing honeybees, colony of bees, swarming activity. That swarming activity sort of appeals to me because I think sometimes that's how my brain works when I'm overwhelmed by something. And the speaker of the poem is talking about how students are overwhelmed and sort of, I don't know, pestered by this need to find the meaning of the poem instead of really experiencing the poem. And so that's interesting. Actually, this intransitive verb form of hive adds a layer of meaning. To enter and take possession of a hive. So you can hive or have hived or be hiving. Interesting. All right, or reside in close association. I think that's what the speaker is sort of asking students to do with this poetry or a poem, is to get close to it. So this word hive is more interesting than I thought. So I hope you find that to be the case when you are looking at the word. Don't just go to the first meaning or the thing that you already knew what the word meant. Explore these extra definitions. You may find something that adds a layer of meaning to the text, and that's the goal. So I'm going to actually choose this third definition and this definition. I also like that one. So let me take a peek, see what I can fit in that space. All right, so I have found some terminology that I like, and I'm going to go ahead and choose a picture, I think, because I'm excited about these pictures that are popping up. But then I need to write some text. That may not work to choose picture. So I'll go ahead and write text and see what the designer comes up with. So what I want to do is introduce the main idea of the hive and then quote from the source and then write about the meanings. I need to define the term as well and then write about the meanings and how they may change the line or add layers of meaning to the line and the overall poem. Before I get too excited about that, I want to go to EasyBib and do a quick works cited for the definition that I used. So let's see what happens when I just click that. It's probably not going to do, if I just copy that, it's probably not going to do exactly what I want it to do. Let's see. Plus I want it to be just standard EasyBib website. Sometimes you have to do a little clicking, and I'm probably, like I said, going to have to change this up a bit. That looks like it might work actually. Ugh, yuck. I'll pause. Generally, it is the word that you've defined that is the title of the article spot there. But I will accept this. That works. I'm going to paste that into my works cited. Wherever I put that, where'd I put it? Here's where I'm slamming stuff into the works cited. Oh, that was my information about Billy Collins. I should also do the literary device thing. All right. There we go. So, done. Now, let's get to writing what I'm going to say about that. Oh, yes. The reason I did that is because I don't know what to put here in my works cited for the source. And it's whatever, or my parenthetical citation, sorry. Whatever's first in the works cited, that is your parenthetical citation. So I'm going to do that. One thing, sorry, Control Shift will keep my, nope, it did not keep my color, but take off that period. I know there's a period in there for your closing that section of the works cited, but you don't need the period there in the text that you're writing. So periods go here, but not when you're writing them in the parenthetical citation. All right, here's a start to what I want to say about Hive. Oops, what I want to say is going to be, oh goodness. I want to use part of line 1 and line 4. So I'll show you how to do that. That's line 1. And now I want to use line 4. Maybe I can paste it to take a poem. And now I need and because I don't have and in there and it doesn't make sense without and. And so I put and in square brackets. All right, I'm quoting 2 lines. I also need a /. I really should have, let's see, the 3 dots are the ellipses. Yeah, they will go there nicely because I'm leaving out that first word. And there's nothing left off that. I don't have to put the ellipses to indicate that I've left out something right before, only to show that I've left something out of the middle. Now, you may have instructors that want you to do that, to show you've left something out at the beginning. That's fine. You don't have to for me, though. Only if you're leaving something out of the middle. And the square brackets mean I have added a word that was not in the original. There is no and anywhere in here. Well, there is that. Oh, I could put it there. And then I would have. Oh, that might be a little weird. I could do that though. Let's do it. It's there in the original. Now I have 3 lines I'm quoting, which is kind of weird. All right. And I am leaving out part here, so I'm going to show left out part here and leaving out part between the lines. So now I have lines, watch this, 1 through 2, because this is part of 1, part of 2, and then this is line 4. So what happens? I'm not quoting line 3 at all, so I put a comma and then 4, comma, space, and then 4. Weird, huh? All right, that gets the job done. Now I need to write more about how the word hive creates layers of meaning here because it has multiple cool definitions. All right, this may be a little overkill on my parenthetical citations, but I kept using parts of the definition and I like that. So if you can do that, keep doing that. Use the words of the definition in your explanation as to why the meaning of that word makes a difference in the meaning of the lines of the poem and the overall meaning of the poem, which is sort of contrary to what this poem is expecting, isn't it? All right. Make sure that you have introductory phrases. Use your own words before you use the words of a source. Don't have dropped quotations. So however you integrate your quotations, make sure that you don't simply start a sentence with quotations. So I have lots of quotations in mine, so I can have lots of signal phrases to highlight for you so you can see exactly what are my words versus what are the words that I'm quoting. So the words that I leave black are the words that I have quoted. All right. Now it's time to find a picture, isn't it? So insert, it took away, see, all my choices no longer are just about hive. So I guess the more words you type, the more confused it gets. But I know that I can find hive somewhere. That's a good search term. Aha, I like that one. I like so many. I like the swarming bees. I kind of like that one. Let's see. Come on, design thing, make me a good one. Which one do we like? I need to be able to see the words. Probably that one. Still lets me see the words well enough. Oh, but the definition's good up there. Oh, I think I'll go with this one. Not quite as exciting. What does this one look like? This one is easier to see. Okay, that's it. Continue. Keep working on these. Let me know if you have questions.